Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Folks lining the brasses as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense set on first down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Evanson. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll try the run. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. At the 45 on its way. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
The lone back's got it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
The give to the tailback. Oh, better look out. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, shows you a little bit of vision, shows you a little bit of burners, and kicked it in here, got the long touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll fire to his right. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. North Texas really has it going on offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with his 2nd and goal. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, North Texas. Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Gets rid of it. He looks that one in nicely. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Bears in the hurry up. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get it through the air. Moving out of the pocket. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
And now on 3rd down after that last run. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. They get to him as he throws. And the ball is intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. The Bears headed quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the Bears will try to convert on 4th down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. A shot toward the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Jet sweep to the edge. Running with power. Across the 25, he's got room. Off he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And as a defense, you've got to see the motion and understand the jet sweep could be a possibility, because he got that ball and he got outside in a hurry, and you could tell he's got the wheels able to turn it on and get a big chunk play.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll throw it on first down. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. The give to the lone running back. Open space at the 25. He now has 62 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll throw on third down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
North Texas will try to pick up the 4th down here. Try to get it on the ground. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed give-me 4th down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
The ball is out behind the line. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
As a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. Man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And he missed it. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Takes it the other way. Bulldozes his way through. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Offense getting set for 1st down. They want to throw it. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turns it on at midfield. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bears will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Ferguson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On second down, he'll fire. Swings it out to the flat. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Third down coming up after that completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Really nice job by the running back setting up that angle route. He's making it look like he's running to the flat, and then he puts his foot in the ground, cuts back across the defender's face, and makes himself an easy target for the quarterback.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
North Texas will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Trying to get to it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know he's going to throw deep right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Bears! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And it took a minute with the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season. And it took to the second half. But I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season. And this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Stanford is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own norms. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 21 to SMU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's out past the 35. And he's running in the open. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mean Green. And once he got loose, it was all over. The AT unit on the field. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Baylor!
I'm going to spread spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ferguson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Right back to the well. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
So you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. First down to start the drive after the bridge. They'll give it to him again. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Got his man quickly. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Here he comes with the return. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, North Texas! No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone. Looking deep down the right side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Still on the 35-yard line, they'll try it again on 2nd and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. A low-line drive and not his best work. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. A strike downfield. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Mean Green. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll line up to go for 2. Trying to pound it in. He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion to hold on to their lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback checking off. Toss sweep right. At the 40, there he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
And the Bears are flying down the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. The run from the shotgun. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play. They get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Bears will have it 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Might as well give it to him again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires into the end zone. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
That's what I'm talking about. What a clutch play. You had to have a play on defense. You needed to get the ball back to your offense, forcing the interception, forcing them to throw the football late in the game. Nice job by this defense. Let's give the offense a turn now.
Trying to find his man on first down. Feeling some heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. 2nd down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. The quarterback's just going to have to make a play on 3rd down.
got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He wants a big play here late. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in a game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. The completion well past the sticks. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Comes out throwing on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on second down. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this